In this video, we're going to graph a hyperbola centered at the origin from an equation in standard form. It says graph the hyperbola using the transverse axis, vertices, and co-vertices. And they give you 9y squared minus x squared minus 9 equal to 0. And you can see that we have a hyperbola that opens up and down. So we're looking to get this equation to say y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared is equal to 1. So we're looking to get this. To do that, I'm going to start with the 9y squared minus x squared. And I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So that's going to be equal to 9 now. And then I'm going to divide by 9 on each piece. And that's going to give me y squared over 1 minus x squared over 9 is equal to 1. So we have a squared is equal to 1. And we also have b squared is equal to 9. So we can say that a is equal to plus and minus 1. And b is equal to plus and minus 3. And I do want to point out they already have this graphed correctly, so all I'm really doing here is just showing how they graphed that. So if I want to find my vertices, this is always going to be the distance, and we can see that when we solved this, we had the y term first. And so we've got this up and down piece going on. And we can say that if we're going to find then our vertices, we're going to need to add to the k value. So my center right now, better write that down, my center right now is 0, 0. So I'm going to go ahead and add to the k value, and I'm going to say that for my vertices, I've got one vertice, which is going to be 0, comma, 0 plus 1, and the other vertice that's going to be 0, comma, 0 minus 1. And all I'm doing is adding and subtracting a from that k value to get my two vertice points. So I end up with 0, 1, and 0, negative 1. So then I can go ahead and plug those in and plot those. I got 1 point here and 1 point there. And then do the same thing with b. So that would be, I'm going to be getting these co-vertices that are like out here. And to get those co-vertices, I'm going to have to add to the x value. So I'm going to get zero plus 3, comma 0, and 0 minus 3, comma 0. So I get 3, 0, and negative 3, 0. So I've got this point and this point here. Now, one thing they don't ask you to do here is they don't ask you to write the equations for the lines. So actually, or for the asymptotes. So I'm going to use this y equals plus minus a over bx to find the two equations for the asymptotes. I'm going to graph those just for fun. So we're going to say that y is equal to plus and minus a over bx. Well, a is 1 and b is 3, so I have plus and minus 1 over 3x. So now I can graph this and say that I have start at 0, 0. I'm going to go up 1 over 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 1 over 3. And then down 1, back 3. And this would give me a line that looks like this. And then I would do the same thing with the negative 1/3. So I'd go down 1 over 3. Let's go up 1. So start here, go up 1, back 3. And then graph this. And so that's enough information to definitely draw this nice graph that they had here to start with.